Thousands of acres of pasture land is torn up and ruined each year by an unexpected pest, feral hogs. A person wouldn't expect these creatures to do significant damage, but they do. Ranchers and farmers in the South are struggling to keep their ground free of these pests with little success. This past winter, I took a hunting trip to southern Oklahoma with a few friends, and we witnessed firsthand the damage feral hogs can do. We stayed on a large cattle ranch with a friend we had met on the internet, and we witnessed the ground that had been damaged by these feral hogs and also the effect it had on his livestock. Feral hogs are a danger to the environment because of their growing population rate, the destruction of property, and their lack of natural predators. First, I'll be speaking about how these hogs have an uncontrollable growing population. According to Stump, the feral hog population is becoming a more widespread problem in the U.S. due to hunters and trappers transporting hogs to other states farther north in the United States. By transporting these pigs, they are accustomed to a different climate and have different natural resources and different types of food. For example, farther in the Midwest, you receive more of a corn and soybeans kind of accessibility to feed, whereas in the South, you have more of a, like, down in the Red River, for example, which is where I was, it's really thick and they have a lot of cover down there, and they're free to roam about large wheat fields and large herds, and it's just they can survive pretty much anywhere, and with they become accustomed to the climates that they're transported to. Stump also credits three other factors to the feral hogs population. Feral hogs can have up to 2 litters a year, and they have an average of 8 piglets in each litter. And these piglets reach sexual maturity at 6 months. So by 6 months of age, they can already reproduce and have a litter of their own. So with that, it's just an unbelievable growth rate. The second reason these hogs are such a danger is because of the property that they destroy. Hogs feed on the roots of various plants. For example, crops is a big one. And during my time in Oklahoma, they would feed a lot on wheat fields, and they would just root up the ground with their snouts, and sometimes digging up to 3 feet deep, and they just erode the soil and other native vegetation. And they also compete with livestock for food sources, and they sometimes even killing livestock such as chicken and sheep. And in one article about the damage caused by feral hogs, the estimated cost a year was about $1.5 billion, which is attributed to crops and livestock and other wildlife that's destroyed, which is an unbelievable amount. The final reason these hogs are such a danger is because they lack few natural predators. This means that there's not really any threat of these hogs like being attacked or being preyed on by any animals, and this is something that they're kind of at the top of the food chain other than humans, which is very dangerous. Mature feral hogs can grow to be 200 plus pounds and have razor sharp tusks. These tusks are made sharp by the constant gnawing and chewing these hogs do, and it grinds them together and makes their tusks razor sharp. They also carry a lot of diseases such as pseudo-rabies, which is easily passed to others with the razor sharp tusks, because as soon as another organism has an open wound, it'll be transported by the saliva in their mouth. These mature hogs have few natural predators because of their size, strength, quickness, and a thickened layer of skin around their vital organs called the shoulder plate. This is developed by the fighting done between wild boars and other pigs, and this thickened skin is formed as a protective layer to protect the animal's vital organs. With few predators, these hogs are free to produce and thrive in all sorts of climates and lifestyles. In conclusion, the feral hogs are a force to be reckoned with and are very destructive. With this destruction, they have caused many farmers and ranchers headache trying to get rid of them. Feral hogs are danger to the environment because of their growing population, the destruction of property, and also their lack of natural predators. Feral hogs are a growing problem, and people, especially farmers and ranchers, need to be educated about them.